To start, prime the eye area. Apply a little bit of the product and blend it evenly on your lid area. This will ensure that your eyeshadow lasts all day. Next, it's time for concealer. Take a bit of the product and in dabbing motions, apply the color on your under eye. The best method to apply the concealer is by tapping the finger on the skin instead of moving the product around. This will help you get the truest shade of the concealer and get enough coverage. You can also use the product to cover certain areas like a pimple perhaps, or the corners of the nose. Next, use your preferred form of foundation. I'm personally using a powder brush and applying a mineral powder all over my face. I'm using a mineral powder because I love the fact that it does not clog my pores. It allows my skin to breathe, to glow, and it also has SPF in it for sun protection. To get more coverage in certain areas of the face, I like to dab the brush onto the skin instead of dragging it around. To give more concentrated coverage on certain areas of the face, like the under eyes and the corners of the nose, I use a sponge and take the same powder and cover those areas. For a warm glow, use some bronzer with a blush brush. I'm applying the color onto the hollows of my cheekbones and also moving the color up onto the temples. Now, because we are trying to make this application as easy and quick as possible, you can take the same brush, remove the excess product from the bronzer on your hand, and move on to using your preferred blush. Take a little bit of the product, smile, and apply the color onto the apples of your cheeks, blending the color in with the bronzer. To define the eyebrows, take an angular eyeliner brush and using a color that is slightly lighter than your natural eyebrow color, define the eyebrows. Don't go too harsh on this because the overall look is light and natural. Using an all-over eyeshadow brush, take a light highlighting color and highlight your brow bone as well as the inner corners of the eyes. Take that same brush, remove the excess color on your hand, and take a medium tone. I'll be using a nice warm pink shade all over my lid. I'm also applying the color a little bit past the crease just to create overall depth in my eye. Again, for the sake of saving time and being more efficient, I'll be using the same brush, removing the excess color on my hand again, and moving on to a deeper shade. My color choice is that of a nice warm bronzy tone. Using the sponge technique, I lean the sponge at a 45-degree angle from the outer corner of my eye, and I work the color into the crease, blending nicely and evenly. I really like using the sponge technique because I find that the end result always comes out cleaner and it acts like a barrier, just to give a more professional and beautiful application. You can take the brush again, clean the product on your hand, and go back to your highlighter shade and use the shade to blend all of the colors together. Give the lashes a nice deep curl to lengthen those eyelashes and open up the eyes. Next, using the same brush and color we used to fill in our eyebrows, use it to fill in your lash line. This will make sure that your eyes look more defined and your lash line looks fuller. I like to line the lower lash line as well with the same color. With your favorite mascara, give your lashes a few coats to lengthen the lashes without making them look clumpy. I personally like to line the lower lash line as well. And the last step is using lip gloss. I'm not lining my lips, not using lipstick, just using a warm peachy shade. And I find that lip gloss itself is easier, quicker to apply, and it makes your lips look bigger. And here's the final result. The purpose of this look is to enhance your natural beauty and make you look put together without screaming that you are wearing makeup. Good luck creating this look. Stay tuned for part 2 of this tutorial to learn how to correctly straighten your hair and achieve a very beautiful and professional everyday hairstyle.